Yes, and so is the Flame Breath, and also the Sunfire Cape as well. Don't count that one out. They're just going to tank this one up. They don't care anymore. Team Storm pushing hard. They want turrets. They want something. They picked up the Dragon a little while ago, so there's nothing else to do but push right now. Renekton's going to go base in that top lane. He's getting on towards his Sunfire Cape as well. And then do we expect to be seeing him meet up with the team? He hasn't built on towards that team out Ravenous Hydra for that split push.
I don't think you'll meet up too much with the team. The thing when you play Renekton is you play him quite similarly to Nasus. You treat top lane like an island, and the rest of the map is the great ocean between you and what Tasmania is to Australia. You know, there's this great bit of ocean, and you should treat top lane like Tasmania. You're a separate thing from the rest of the world, even the rest of your map, and you just stay there. You farm, you farm, you farm. You get tanky, you farm some more. And then when your team's ready to finish off the game or close it out, you walk in with them, you tank up all the damage, and then you just walk away. You don't deal with anything. And I feel like that's how a lot of top laners should be played. They should just be played to split push, especially in the current meta.
Rightio. Well, that's my kind of top lane meta. I like to sit up there on your own. But we didn't even... Well, we saw Elise go there at that level 3 point, and that's really been the only attention paid towards this top side of the map. Except for maybe Thresh.
There wasn't a lot in terms of top lane, except now we're seeing...
Dominus is coming down, and Ari's turned up with the Spirit Rush as well. Dragon's the second to be popped over the wall. Renekton's going to flash, so is Shyvana. She is trying to get out of there. That burnout has finally timed out. Renekton is trying his hardest, but Shyvana's on the wrong side of the team. On the Hunt has come down as well. They're trying their hardest to get on in here, but now it's the re-engage on towards Thresh. Obviously, gone towards Wukong. They were left alone. Ari is now shown up. There's the Cyclone. Gets on towards this fight. Forces the Flash from Insanity out. But that Cyclone is now timed out. 3-man Shockwave comes through. And now they're looking for damage on towards Cersei. Can they quite pick it up? Aetherius is forced to back out from that turret. Both teams disengaged. No one dies. And that was a lot burned for no small gains right there.
Yeah, neither team really gained too much there. All Thunderstorm was able to do was force the lane up. Not much was done there.
Oh, here goes Leona. Zenith's played on towards Willis Demand. Solar Flare comes out, locks up Lapras. That was a very good Solar Flare. Pick him up. Wukong come around from the side. Dive in from Willis Demand. He's throwing down the blocks, and now they're coming through. Vayne is doing what she can from the back lines, but Christmas Trees is in trouble. The entire team from Team Storm looking to back out. They picked up a kill. That's all they're really going to get on this push, but they're 12k ahead. That is such a large lead right now.
Yeah, that's 12k ahead. At 23 minutes, 14 kills to 1, 5 turrets to nothing. You know, they're doing well. Obviously, we're seeing our Fresh Prince Lapras sitting on 3-0 and 8, 165 CS, compared to Vayne's 137, 04 and 1. That's, you know, a huge difference in terms of bot lane. Thresh is sitting on 2-1 and 7. Leona's 06 and 1. She's got 100% kill participation. But that kill participation is 1 kill. That's 1 kill onto Thresh that happened early on, and that's all they could pull out of that one.
So I guess
it's affected them.
Guess you could say feed a Thresh. New report.
Yeah, fed Thresh.
Anyway, so we're looking at a 12k advantage. Well, it's about 11.5k. Let's go with 11.5k. But they're roaming towards this top side. Shyvana's up here. And there are 4 members coming towards this top side of the map. Here comes Thresh. Can he find... He's going to look to just get on towards... No! Dodges out the death sentence. Flay will be coming in just a second, but Shyvana is in a lot of trouble. She's a long way from safety. There goes the Dragon's Ascent. Charm will bring her back. They kill her off. DFG was actually burned right there.
Yes, it was. I think that was a good idea. I think they weren't expecting to get as quick a kill onto Shyvana as they did. But the reason Thresh missed the initial hook was because I think he was trying to see if they could bait out that Dragon's Descent and go in, catch her when she uses it.
Absolutely, totally with those hooks boxed her in. Now they're trying to get around both sides of this turret. Team Storm trying to push up. Charm does miss coming out from Eddie. Now it's that Siege, and they're working it hard. The only way that you can really get on Siege with this Sivir is if you're in an advantage like this.
Yeah, definitely. I think it works well for them to do that. And they're able to just roll across the map, do what they want, go where they want, and just rotate and take towers. That's all they're doing at the moment. They're having huge amounts of lane presence. Like, look at the wards. They've got 3 in top lane for purple side, but they're not even using like their vision ward. There's a ward there sitting right here. You can see it where I'm pinging.
Oh, I can't see your pings anymore. They took that out.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
That's lane. If you look towards top lane, towards top and mid, there's a blue ward there, and they're not even taking it out, but they've got vision of it. You know, what's the point of that?
Unless it's the ward bug. It could be a ward bug.
It could be a ward bug.
They
can't see it.
Yeah, there was a ward bug a while ago. I'm not sure if you've seen the video, but Kha'Zix comes through on a Riven. Riven has literally 50 HP. All he has to do is jump on her, then jump back over the wall, kills her. Plants a ward in the bush that she's in and doesn't see her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I didn't know that.
It could be that same bug, because Blue Team, Team Storm, they backed out from that area, planted that ward down, would have seen the pink ward and didn't see it, unless it's around the curve on the bush as well. That's the only...
That's what I was just looking at. It could be, like, just
flick
out
through
of it, but I don't think it is.
Okay, let's do some, Purple Team can't see the ward. Neither can Blue Team. It's literally on that curve of the bush.
Really?
Wow.
It is too. That would explain it. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, I take back my statement there. Fair enough. I've been proven wrong. I'll take that one. But anyway, we could see a bit of another engage. Ari's trying to keep them out of that red buff. Not even clearing it, so they're just trying to deny just MeerKats anything else they can. They're denying them everything possible at this stage.
Yeah, Wukong's got that red buff. There is a red buff sitting in their own jungle. There's a blue buff sitting in their own jungle as well. But they're happy to push up. Ari's okay for mana regen right now, but she has a huge amount of burst. She's gone for that death cap into that, DFG into the death cap, so she has a huge amount of damage.
I feel like that's what she's prioritized at the moment, is going more towards damage than she has towards mana regen. She still has a door and shield, so every time she gets a minion, you know, she gets a small amount of mana in that terms, but it could see another rotation towards bot lane, and this is going to this is what the Storm are doing. They're just forcing them to counter them, play a reactive gameplay, and it's hard to play those.
Oh, Cocoon finds on towards Renekton. Renekton half health already. That'll probably signal a disengage. They're going to split back towards this mid lane. They're just trying to keep one lane underneath the turret at all times, and just really do some damage to those turrets.
Yeah, it's forcing them to play more reactive than what they can subjective. They need, just MeerKats need to either respond to Thunderstorm, or they need to sit there and try and, push their own lanes, but they can't.
That pink ward Thresh finally finds it out, and yep, that was
just there.
That was awkward, just to say the least.
Yeah, because I was like, I saw it, and it that was my only thought, is it has to be just on the curve, and it was. Seeing Thunderstorm actually back out of this one now, so obviously they're looking to go for a little bit more ahead towards gold. Obviously, Civi is actually sitting on 2,500, and Renekton's sitting on 2,000 himself. So maybe we'll see them back out, go by one last time, and potentially shove this up for the finale.
And in terms of gold lead, look at it right now. It's on that 15k point. That's just under half of their opponent's gold. 16.5k would be the half your opponent's gold lead. But
obviously, Ward's going out for Baron now. A lot of the top side is actually quite heavily blue warded, so they're looking to see if Purple Team are trying to rotate somewhere, try and counter push something when they're not watching, or even just try to come in from the side and rotate around to try and counter gank them, or even just counter shove them and try to force them into a position they can't deal with. Surprise attack them in that. But I don't think just MeerKats are going to be able to do that at this stage. I think they need to do a CLG turtle strat and just wait the game out. They've obviously got Vayne, so they can sit there and pull off the CLG, pick Vayne, fall behind early, wait till 50 minutes, and then win strategy. It's a personal favourite of mine. But we're actually seeing Baron for Thunderstorm, so I feel like this will be the closing moments of the game, because just MeerKats have no idea. They're sitting in this mid lane. They've got no clue that they've got Baron right now.
Absolutely, so that one's just about to go down. There it is, finally going down. Orianna's coming over to clear those race. She is spotted out, so they do know exactly where she is. Orianna's coming up, Ari's coming up from the other side, looking to pick up onto her, but don't quite get there. And what they were trying to do earlier, you said they were trying to wall this jungle because, Shyvana is always in that top lane trying to split push, and maybe they were hoping she'd do that again.
Yeah, I don't think she's got to be the capability though. She needs to sit there and be the tank for her team. but she can't compete against Aetherus at the moment. He's doing what Renekton does, lane bullying, and sustaining damage with that Culver Meat and everything.
Also clears out creeps quite well. Oh, nice bit of damage actually coming out from Eddie on towards the release from Pop's Sanity. But again, it's just this siege up. They have the Baron. Renekton doesn't care. He can tank this turret for a little bit and be totally fine. But, Thresh is going to collect some more souls. He just wants those souls. He wants to get tanky. And Aether is going to dive in, trying to bait out some spells, I feel. That was the main idea of that one, and nobody took the bait.
Yeah, no one took it. Death Sentence going out, but I think this is going to be shove the turret.
Damage goes down, turret has now gone, and here comes the fight. Cyclone deep into the team. Solar Flare comes out as well, and look at that shockwave, actually hits all 4 members so far. And now it's the turner back around. They're in deep underneath these Nexus turrets. Vayne was in trouble. Wukong does get out with a sliver of health, and they managed to pick up 2 team members for none. Renekton is still looking to get on towards somebody else as well, but Lapras is turning on to clear these creep waves. They want the base. They want gain. They don't want it to go any further.
Yeah, no, they don't want to let them turtle strat. They want to shove it in. They've got that first turret. We could see them rotate towards bot, maybe.
No, they're out of here.
I know, they're calling for pings to protect top, so they're definitely looking to clear it out and check it and that. So Renekton's going there. He's going to cover Meek all of that, get him health back up. And they're going to Dragon, get 4 gold, finish up, and go for it.
But an inhibitor and another 2 kills for that Baron. You feel that one's got to be worth.
Oh, definitely. The Baron was worth. They got inhibitor, they got turret, and they got a few extra kills out of it as well. While denying just MeerKats anything else they could do. So it's going to force them to play quite protectively now that they've got an open inhibitor, open Nexus turrets, 4 super minions to walk through. And we're just seeing Eddie clear out all of the minions, so they're definitely trying to look to shove in those super minions. Cersei actually in a sticky situation, being forced out of that one there. So
yeah, so Vayne just has to run out, get out. Doesn't quite have the barrier available. She died almost instantly in that last fight. I don't think she ended up dying, but she was forced out of that fight. What is she going to do? What do her team have to do to work with her? I mean, they picked a Leona. Do they have to play more of a peel style Leona?
I feel like they do need to play more of a peel style Leona, and even get Shyvana in on trying to help protect that one. I would just like to throw a quick shout out to the Raw. I don't know why you weren't told about this one, but yeah. we'll tell you about it next time. Anyway, I feel like what really worked in Thunderstorm's favor was they lived up to their name, Thunderstorm, and just roamed the map. They roamed as a group, and they just swept over everything and did well to just cover as much as they could as a team. We consistently saw them going into lanes as 4v1 or 4v2, and just washing over people and quickly clearing them out, taking objectives, and then roaming elsewhere.
So they're pushing all hard on towards this bot lane turret. They've got Renekton in that top lane. Do you feel the 4 versus 5 is strong enough with this 20k gold? And there goes the Dragon's Descent, actually. We're not going to get a chance to talk about that one. No, we are going to get a chance, because On the Hunt was Pop, but now the re-engage. Wukong dives back in and finally walks back in and Cyclones. And there was the Shockwave. I believe it only hit one person, and now they're diving deep. The owner is actually in this front line with Shyvana, but Shyvana's already gone from this one, and deep in the back line is actually Angsty. But he's going to manage to get out of here. No, he's taking the turret. Does go down. And now they're going to work on trying to get this turret. Willis Demand trying to tank it up with that shield. Flashes out. They do finally get that one. Renekton was not even in that group. They do finally get a kill. They traded 1 for 1.
Oh, the damage!
Oh, that Boomerang Blade. And now Prop Sanity's looking for a Cocoon. Finds it on a Lapras. Does automatically get charmed out. And the damage just turned back around from Lapras was huge. Almost went down himself.